So Arsenal 3, Manchester United 2. I'm still buzzing, Kenny. You was at the game. Obviously, I was watching it on mute, but it looked amazing. How are you feeling, man? What was the atmosphere like?
Trust me, it was limbs. It was limbs throughout the whole game. You know, it was one of those things where when Rashford scores a great goal, we made two mistakes. Saka and then Partey loses the ball, then Saka. Then we don't press Rashford. He scores a worldie from 25 yards. But you know what we did really well? We came back. We didn't let our heads go there. We kept on going. Kept on getting those bodies forward. Zinchenko puts a great crossing, which he really does. And then good old my guy Eddie makes it 1-1. And then after that, it could have gone either way. It was a great game. You know, to just say that we battered Man United, we're doing a bit of an injustice because there was good play from Man United. Rashford, scared the life out of our defenders. Luke Shaw looked pretty sharp. I thought, Anthony didn't look too bad. And Fernandes and Ericsson. And I thought McTominay, did an adequate job. And Wan-Bissaka's probably was their best player. But you know what? When you have a bit of adversity, because we did look shaky. Partey didn't have his best game. Partey got pressed. They got into Partey. They saw that he was a player made of 6A. They intercepted a few of his passes. Martinelli struggled a bit. I thought Odegaard, they kind of marched him, although he kept on going. Saka scores a worldie, but as well as games, it reminds me a bit of the Liverpool game where we're playing a team that has a bit of a confidence, has the quality to open us up. But we won't let our heads go down. We keep on going. Last season, those games against Liverpool, where we won 3-2, and the game today, we probably would have lost those games because mentally we weren't in the right frame of mind because we didn't have confidence in the tactics, and we didn't have confidence last season in our ability to beat these sides on a regular basis, especially when these sides play well. Because let me repeat what I said. Man United played all right. They did okay, but okay is not good enough. I thought Zinchenko
he was superb. He was superb.
I feel sorry for Kieran Tierney. But, and I feel probably disloyal to him because I'm a big fan of his. But that's probably why Zinchenko has to start ahead of Tierney. He controlled the pattern of our play. His passing was accurate. He got down. He was all over the pitch. If he wasn't in midfield,
he was on the right wing.
Yeah, exactly. And what's happened is that, people in around the stadium and people, my brother said, he's probably the brainiest football I've got. His football brain is amazing. He's amazing. I think you've got to say that about Jesus. And I think that's what he's brought to the team. That's why we've improved. And we feel we can win these games because of his football brain. And that is so, great for us, great for the football club. But it's such a sad indictment for Kieran Tierney because, there's levels in terms of utility, what this guy gives us to what Kieran gives us. We know Kieran's a good left back, a brilliant left back. But I think tactically, I can't see him getting back in this team. I really can't.
Totally agree, mate. Totally agree. Listen, I've got the Tierney number 3 shirt on today. Yeah, because we needed a bit of fighting spirit in there today. But we had that. They dug in. We were 1-0 down. We got back in the game. I think it was Xhaka that put the ball in. I may be wrong, but I think it was Xhaka that crossed it.
Mate, I think it could be Xhaka. But
what a cross, though. That's one of the greatest crosses you'll see this season. And Eddie's movement off of them, I think it was Shaw and Martinez. When you watch it back, his movement was insane, mate. And what a header. I love a bullet header, man. Yeah, but then we go 2-1 up. Fantastic goal. And then we go 2-2. 5 minutes, 10 minutes later.
Goal.
Mate, Saka cut inside. He hit the post with another one in the
Well, I don't know where the deflection came from because we thought that we didn't realise the post defend, but someone has told me that there was a bit of deflection.
Yeah, it's
you've got to talk about his goal. The way he just got it, and it was like arrows in the bottom corner. Trust me, the whole of Islington, or Halsey Road, the whole of Seven Sisters Road shook. That's how much noise we made today. And that's the thing today is that we were kept on going and going and going and going. Man United, like I said, were trying to hit us on the break, and that gave us the impetus because they stayed back and they tried to. What Man United do, they try to protect that 2-2. That played right into our hands because if you keep on going, you keep on putting pressure on things, eventually you're going to crack. And I think that's what's happened today. Man United cracked, at probably the wrong time. Like I said, they made interception after interception, last 6 clearance after last 6 clearance. What happens? It didn't work out. It didn't work out for them. and that's why you look at the tests we've had this season. People said Liverpool's a test. We've passed that. They said Tottenham away's a test. We've passed that. Brentford away, we've passed that. Games where like where we could have had a few banana skins, but we keep on finding a way to get back in the game. It's not good for our heart attacks, but what's happened is that you learn about bounce back ability, and that's what the great teams do. But everyone that you speak to at the grounds, we're not talking about title. People are too scared to talk about title.
No, I've already said title. After today, I think we'll win it.
Well, you're the only one saying it because everyone on the ground is Lee. If you come up to the ground now, everyone says, please don't say it. With 19 games to go, people are petrified. Everyone I spoke to, people at the ground, even people I've just spoken to the first time today, we're all thinking one game at a time. We are absolutely petrified. And I mean petrified of you saying that, that big T word. It's not a swear word. It's a lovely word, but it's one of the things where, you're scared to do it because you're thinking, well, titles ain't really won in January, are they?
No, they're not, but we're on 50 points, Kenny. We've dropped 7 points all season. And in them 3 games, take Man United out, but on another day, that wouldn't have been a 3-1. But we'll forget that. Take that out. Southampton and Newcastle, we could have had 4, should have had 4 more points. But 50 points after 19 games, that's insane levels. People can talk about Liverpool and Chelsea being crap this season. Bro, even if they were great and Liverpool were great this season, they'd struggle to get 50 points in 19 games.
I think what we've done this season, we've put our opponents under pressure. I wouldn't say so much Chelsea and Liverpool and Man United and Newcastle, but I think what we've done, we've put Man City under a lot of pressure because if you look at the points tally of Man City, we got 50 points. Man City got 45 points with a game in hand. But normally that's good enough for Man City to go and win a title and get there, get near to the 90-point mark, even near close to the 100 mark. Because we're playing so well, they're under pressure, which means, that eats us in. So not only are we helping us, we're putting them under pressure because they can't slack off. And that's the thing. We are not, as you said, we've only dropped 7 points out of 19 games. And you think about it, on another day, we've probably got 57 points. That's how well we're playing. You think about it, 16 wins this season so far, 2 draws and a loss. That is just insane. That is ridiculous. What you call footballing. It's insanity. But it's even more insane that I'm too scared to talk about titles. And collectively across the game, we are talking about titles because I think what's happening is that the squad's still thin. We look at the team, and sometimes I get the impression that Mikel Arteta, the fact that he went for Modric says that maybe he's got a few concerns with Martinelli's position in the team because, again, it's a game where Martinelli struggles. He struggled a little bit against Spurs, and I think what's happened is that he didn't have this kind of tactical balls to go and take Wan-Bissaka on. And don't get me wrong, Wan-Bissaka's it's like Spider-Man. But just, Spider-Man in terms of his tackles, and he's got a lot of pace. But Martinelli's he's worried about, getting past his man, and he's not really doing that. So bringing top Trossard into the fold and get squad is something that gives us an interest. But, Modric is obviously yesterday's news. But, one of the things you do look at is that is probably a position that, our manager has indicated he's probably not happy with. So if we're looking for any kind of negatives, then Martinelli needs to get back to the form because in the end of the day, can't just rely on Jesus' presence to sort of get you out of the game. Sometimes you've got to do a lot more because Eddie's not going to give you what Jesus does. Eddie's going to he's going to run down those channels. He's going to make the interceptions. He's going to make
and he's going to be instinctive in the penalty box as well. Exactly. And that third goal, that was just instinct. He was just in the right place at the right time, put his leg up, bang, it's in. So, yeah, it's all good, man. But listen, mate, get home safe. I know there's old Bill everywhere.
No. Everything's all right. It's just, I think, these kind people letting me film out spot their building. So,
it's cool. I'll let you get home, mate. Listen, Make sure you get on. I'll do player ratings with Jez, yeah, because I'll be about an hour, but you probably won't be home anyway.
But, no, that. But yeah, air date. It's a lot to talk about in the podcast, but you know, dropped only 7 points this season. You know, as I said before, you know, that's exactly what we wanted. We want the standards to be high at this football club. People say, "Oh yeah, they're happy with top 4," but you know what? It's too far to look. But I ain't gonna lie to you. I think it will really, really probably break my heart if we did win the league. Not because for me, because I want it for myself. But I look at the players and look at how much they put into the season. It'd be such a disappointment if we don't win the league. But let's not talk about championships at the moment. All right,
yeah,
let's not talk
about
mate.
I love you, mate.
All right, sweet,